What's up guys, I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC coming at you with the V3 helmet with MIPS and MVRS from Fox Racing. So you know what I really love? I love to see helmet companies really just continuously improving their helmets and making them better and making them safer for riders. And I really feel like Fox has done that with the new V3. So this is the same helmet that Chad Reed, Ryan Dungey, Ken Roczen, some of your best riders in the world have all worn. So with this helmet, there's a couple big updates that you're gonna see. So it's gonna be similar as far as construction goes to the previous V3, but the two big updates are gonna be a fourth shell size that they've added to the lineup and the MVRS, which stands for Magnetic Visor Release System. So we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. Now, as we talk about this helmet, first thing, let's talk about fitment. So myself, and including a lot of riders here at Rocky Mountain, we all tried this helmet on, we used the sizing guide, we measured our heads with the tape measure, and our conclusion, this helmet does run small. If you're right at the bottom of the window for a specific size, you might be okay, but if you're anywhere in the middle or at the top of the window for a size, I highly recommend going up to a larger size. But don't forget guys, we have our fit guarantee. So if you get a size, if you're not happy with the fit of any apparel item for that matter, just send it back to us in brand new unworn condition, and we will give you free shipping on your first exchange. But speaking of size, that's one of the big updates that you're getting with the new V3 is Fox added a fourth shell size. So with the previous version, the medium and the large, two sizes I have right here in front of me, both shared the same shell size. So what they did is the large stayed the same, but now the medium has its own shell size, which is a little bit smaller along with that EPS liner as well. So you can have four sizes, small, medium, large, and extra large. So for the medium, the nice thing that did is it lightened it up a little bit. And for riders with that smaller head size, the helmet's not gonna look so big. So a couple nice features there. So with construction, it remained the same. So you're gonna have a multi-composite shell. So you're gonna have materials like carbon fiber and Kevlar, so very strong, very lightweight. And on the inside, you're gonna have a dual density EPS liner, so that's gonna help absorb impacts, and it's gonna be DOT and ECE certified. Now with venting, it's gonna have 14 intakes. So you're gonna have 14 intakes on the front. You're gonna have up here along the brow, a couple underneath the visor, it's kind of hard to see, multiple chin vents, and if I turn around, we look at the back, there you're gonna see 4 exhaust vents. So it's gonna take all that hot air and it's gonna push it out through the back. And I will just say, while I have this helmet, I'm showing you the back and the side, I really like the colorways that Fox does. I love the matte to gloss finish that you have on this helmet. I think it just looks really, really good. Now on the inside, you're gonna have the dry Lex liner, so that's removable, it's antimicrobial, and it is washable. So if you need to take it out after getting hot and sweaty, you can do that, throw it through the washer, and then you're gonna install it, you're gonna be good to go. Now the two big features that I wanna highlight with the V3 is gonna be their MIPS liner system and that MVRS, which is Magnetic Visor Release System. So over the years, we've seen a lot of helmet companies making a big emphasis on rotational impacts. And managing that rotational energy is absolutely critical when it comes to the rider safety. You gotta remember, not all crashes are straight up and down. You're gonna be moving either forward or side to side. So you wanna manage that rotational impact. And the way Fox does that with two systems. Internally, you're gonna have the MIPS liner system, which stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System. And what that is, it is a liner that goes between the EPS liner and the rider's head. And what that does, it allows the rider's head to slip or move just a little bit inside the helmet to help disperse some of that energy. But new that Fox has just done is this MVRS. And I'm really excited to talk about this. Like I said, Magnetic Visor Release System. So the idea behind the MVRS is that in the event of a crash, they want the visor to release from the helmet and not add any additional rotational forces to the rider's head. And the way they do that, they've gotten rid of the screws that normally would hold on the visor on the sides and up here on the top, and they've gone to magnets. So that way, if you do have a crash, this visor is gonna release easier and it's gonna reduce any of those rotational forces. Now, one question that riders will have is, well, what if I just take roost to the visor? Is that gonna be enough to pop it off? Well, what Fox did to make sure that doesn't happen is you can see underneath the visor here, you have these supports. So as you're riding, your head's gonna be at a downward angle. So if you're taking roost to the top of the visor, you can see right here, when I press down in the center, and I'm using quite a bit of force, it's not popping off. But as soon as I come to the side with the same amount of force, that visor pops right off. So it's very easy, and that's the safety feature you want. You want the visor to come off in the event of a crash to reduce those rotational forces. To put it back on, very simple. You're gonna put the center magnet on first, pop it on there, and then the two sides are gonna pop into place. And you can see the magnets are actually really strong. I can take this thing, move it up and down, it does not pop off. Now, one thing you do wanna keep in mind with this is that with the magnets, It's not an adjustable visor, so you can't move this up or down. It's gonna stay in the position that it comes in, so just keep that in mind. But if you ask me, that is a very small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things, because I really like the safety aspect and the innovation that Fox has come out here. And so there it is. That is the V3 from Fox Racing with the MIPS liner system and the MVRS. I really like what Fox is doing. I like that they're pushing the limits, coming out with new innovation to make their helmets safer for us riders. So head over to our website at RockyMountainHVMC.com to check these out, look at the different colorways. And don't forget, guys, use the sizing guide. If you have any questions, comment below, or you can ask your questions directly on the product page. I'm Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.